grade language arts, and I made my students write a letter. I'm right here, I'm sorry.
That's okay,
Okay, you want me to stand up?
No, I can hear you.
Okay. I made my students write a letter to someone they admire, asking them what their favorite book is and what they were like in the 7th grade. So it is only fair that I ask someone I admire the same questions. So what's your favorite book and what were you like in the 7th grade?
Wow. Yeah, exactly. My favorite book, it's been a while since I really thought my favorite, for a while my favorite book was Great Gatsby, which I love, and then The Fountainhead by Ayn Rand. It's a really big book, and I got really into it, and it really kind of got me thinking and believing a certain way, and now I almost believe the opposite, which is strange, but it sets it out so, intelligently that it kind of changes over time. In the 7th grade, I was a chubby drama kid. With my plays. I think I was in Three Musketeers. I had a beret. What did I do? Yeah, I mean, I played basketball. I had my friends. I was never a cool guy in school or anything. I just loved my friends, my family, my friends. I always spent time with them. I think there's something to be said for really having close friends. You can have many, many friends, and that's right for some people. Like, I know some people that have 1,000 friends that they kind of know, but I'd much rather have, 5 or 10 that, I cry with. Not that I cry, crying's for girls. And Jensen cries. Wiener. There's a microphone?
Nikki Eyecon told us to ask you if you would do an impression of her up on the stage.
Impression of her doing what?
What are you doing? Going in her bad side. You doing her bad.
My daddy said what? My daddy shot you dead. My daddy shot your daddy in the head. I want to do that again. I need to go back. Write to the writers. Tell them to write some evil stuff. That was so fun because Alona, a lot of y'all met Alona. She's so little, and I got to throw her around. I was like, I feel tough. They were like, well, we need a really kind of crazy shot where it just kind of makes you uncomfortable. And I was like, I can lift her up and put her on the bar. They're like, can you lift her up? And I was like, not like I'm He-Man, but she weighs like 30 pounds. So it's quite easy. That was fun. A lot of fun. Hey!
There's a lot of urban myths that Supernatural hasn't covered yet.
There's a long myth that Supernatural hasn't which yet?
There's a lot of urban myths that Supernatural hasn't covered yet. Which one would you like to see them do?
Who is that? Are there any that I'd like to see them do?
Any urban myths that you'd like to see Supernatural cover?
Yeah, I've thought about this before, and it always goes back to one of my favorite kind of scary things growing up, which was called the Shadow Man, and who helps kids that are getting picked on. But then he can always turn, so that's a scary one, because what do you do against a shadow, You can't shoot it, you can't run from it, so I go with Shadow Man. Yeah, shine a light. That's so heroic. Turn back.
There's also one that I'd like to see be done.
Which one?
There's also an urban myth that I'd like to see be done.
What's that?
Actually, this is more like pop culture, body switching.
Oh, body switching. Do you mean like shape-shifting? I think that would be fun, but with our nature of making fun of each other, we'd never get anything done because we'd just be like, I'd be sitting there like this, and he'd probably be flexing or something. So, yeah, that would be fun. I like the shapeshifter idea. That's always one of my favorites. Oh, there you are. I love the body switching. That'd actually be a lot of fun. Maybe the writers are thinking the same thing. I'll tell Kripke. I want to be Jim Beaver. Damn midget. How's that? Damn midget. The trucker cap and everything. Long johns. Thong. Let's get Jim Beaver in a thong. Just for that little entrance he just... Sorry, guys.
Hi. I just had a question. What's on your iPod? Like, what are your favorite bands?
A lot's on my iPod. I have actually 13,000 songs on my iPod. Yeah, I love singer-songwriters. Lately I've been listening to a lot of John Mayer, a lot of his latest stuff. I think he's an incredible guitarist. I read an interview with B.B. King, and they were asking B.B. King about... You damn midget! I read an interview with B.B. King, and he was talking about how blues changed, and there was his phase, and like what he added to the blues. He was talking about how he thinks John Mayer is the future of blues. I was like, for that to come from B.B. King, and when I grew up in high school, when I was in high school, John Mayer was kind of considered like cheesy pop, like you want to kiss a girl, play your body as a wonderland, she loves it. So I was always like, oh, whatever. But then when I started listening to it, he's a great musician. But stuff like that, Ray LaMontagne, I still love Jack Johnson, Dave Matthews. So a lot of singer-songwriters. I love guitar. If there's a good guitar player in the band, then I love Josh Kelly. Yeah, I really do. Yeah. I only have one of his albums for the ride home, but I listen to it quite a bit. Matt Kearney, do you know Matt Kearney? Coldplay, obviously. A lot, yeah. So that's what's latest. I have the Tiger. I love Jackie Chan.
You mentioned you play guitar. Do you play anything else or just guitar?
I don't really play anything. I don't really play guitar. Like I can pick it up and kind of mess around, but I'm not, I'm not Jason Manns or Steve Carlson. I just kind of like to pick it up and look cool, and then hand it off to someone who can play and watch them play it.
Thank you.
Sure.